M0FXB, welcome to my channel. Just a quick one here on the YAESU 710. We've got two antennas here. One's on the 710, which is a 9-to-1 Ballon 20-meter wire. As you can see, we've got the 3D scope on. Span, let's go there.
I think, computer says it's first time.
And then on the 991, let's just turn that up, get the same frequency. So 991 now. Go 7113. Nine 991 and then go to 716.
Donc c'est super élevé et j'en remercie encore une fois. On pouvait pas nous transporter ça dans le train, c'était un petit peu compliqué avec la péninsule.
Turn that down, 991.
Jouer la sécurité et prendre les transports en commun. Alors bon, c'est pas évident parce que pour transporter tout le système satellite.
So I mean they're both excellent radios. The good thing about the 991 is you've got it all in one thing. VHF, UHF, 6 meters, HF. The scope, I actually quite like the scope. It's very colourful and you can change the colours and it just works well and easy to see the activity. If you tune through the red part. You can see I've got my DNR turned on there. As you know I haven't. So if we put the other one on, 710, to the same frequency.
No problem at all, yes. It's a German contest. Everybody works Germany, thank you. So,
let's put the DNR on and we'll set it to 1.
You'll find a lot of people there working Jamboree on the air.
So that's on.
We're trying to keep things a little bit separate. Anyway, thanks for the call, 73. 73, Stu, thank you, mate. QRZ, work all Germany contest, Golf 3 Quebec.
We've turned that down, 991 up. That's with the DNR on now. See, we've got wide, narrow and wide there. Let's turn the IPO off. You've got notch and contour off there. Now if you look at the... Let's go back to the 710. Now the way you would change your DSP is you tap there. You tap it twice, and then you can adjust it. Like so. Now you can have like a 7300 style. You can have a 7300 style scope. I just push that. So you go 3DS or like, let's call it waterfall. push function, go to the color and select this one, number 10 it was. I'll show you again, color, number 10, okay? So now you're going to be this sort of 7300 style. Now if you want it to show a bit better, push function, go to the gain level here and just change it to about -5, and it will start to look like a 7300. Go center. Right, let's turn that up. Right, let's just tune through. Just if you use the DSP knob here, you can tune faster. If you want to change the step, you go function, operation, tuning, and then you can change the steps here. Once you select the one you want, which will be SSB, you turn the function knob, okay? So that's your step. A bit long-winded that is actually. So on this on the 991, it'll be just on this shortcut screen here, I would guess. I haven't used it for a few weeks. I've been messing around with other things, but anyway, both excellent sets. So let's just tune through. So remember, the top one is on a 9-to-1 balun 20-meter length of wire. Got a fine tune here button. Turn that off. Let's do center. As you know, they've both got tuners, and I think they both work the same. They're very similar when you start them, and I'm not going to do them now because I don't want to cause any problems with the two radios. But you just turn them on, hold them down, and I think they feel and sound the same kind of sounds and everything, and they work very similar. So let's just tune through on the 991. Got the DNR on, let's turn that off. RF gain is here.
Anyway, lovely signal, no problem, 5.9. And peaking 5.9 plus 10. So many thanks for the news, very interesting about the BBC. Let's look out for that on Tuesday. Anyway, back to you, and could you just clarify, is it Alpha Sierra Kilo or Alpha Fox Kilo? Back to you, GW6.
So that's the 991.
Yeah, GW6AUS. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the call sign is Alpha Sugar Kilo, Alpha Sierra Kilo is the call sign. We have spoken once before. Back on the 14th of August.
You change your meters there, look.
So that's the only other time, but yeah, no problem. But you're nice to go, you 5.9 plus with me this morning, over.
SWR.
Roger, John.
Now if we go back to the 710.
My 82-year-old memories
DNR on.
up to it, but as I say, excellent signal this morning, and many thanks for the news. Not sure where everybody else has gone because previous.
You need about 3.
I went off from a breakfast and at 9:30.
To change the meter, just tap it. SWR, whichever you want to choose. You've got a attenuator, IPO, DNF, and AGC here as well. And you've got all this on the 991. Split mode. I'll show you split mode. The LEDs change to red. Can't see the split mode on here, but I'm pretty sure there it is. There's split mode on the 991. LEDs change when you go. So if you come out of split mode on the 991, you've got mode at the top, And what they've done, to put these LEDs in, they've moved 5 buttons to the top of the radio. Okay, and it's the mode, Zin spot, split, clarify, noise blanker. But both radios do all these functions. Right, okay, so let's change the color of these LEDs. So right now we're in VFO mode. So we'll go to memory mode. Let's get it right. No, that was the wrong button. Let's turn that down a minute. So band here. Back to 40. There's a bit of a delay on that, I've noticed. Now we'll go to VFO memories here. So when you go into memory mode, look, it goes white. The LEDs go white. When you go to the B band, they go blue. But when you're in, let me just get it right, in green now, green in the B band, blue in the A band. Okay, you get it, in split. And then white in memory. So it's, I mean, it's a gimmick, but it does look nice, very appealing. All your functions on the YAESU, on the 710, is you push the function, you select which one you want to use, and it puts it up here underneath the frequency. So we select power, and then now when we turn the power, we can adjust the power. Nico in the background. Right, okay, so power, and then what else? Function. Nico is here. The AES, I haven't got the speaker on the side, but that's adjusted with these two here, AES and 700. And it does sound good, you know. It does sound good, yeah. Go back. So we've lost our frequency. Let's just tap. 127. You can enter, you see that when you tap the right hand part of the frequency, you can enter it.
And the straight 7851 icon, new linear, mate, just the straight radio going at you, so that's the story this way. But anyway, we'll look forward to getting you another time, John. And
DNR, hold it down.
M000Y.
Let's go to 3. I think you need 4 to really hear it. Let's do it on and off. Does not make a big difference on this particular occasion, but sometimes. Let's go a bit higher. Yeah, number 6. There, are you hearing it now? So that's DNR on. I mean, look, so many stations. Let's go back to the 991.
Roger, John. Okay. Well, thanks for the news, and hopefully the conditions will be good on 60 this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
I mean, they did such a good job of the 991A, you know, and remember, there's a compromise because you're covering every single, you know, because shack in the box, basically. But it's still a 100-watt radio, and so... I mean, if you want the latest, greatest, yeah, you're going to go for the 710, but it's not a shack in the box. I'm sure that in the future they've got something penciled in to do a shack in the box with this style. You know, let's call it the FT DX10 style. I suppose they did do it with the 101. ICOM, YAESU, they're making excellent radios. We are literally spoilt for choice with these radios. If you want something, just one radio in the shack that's going to do everything, 991A is the one to go for. If you want the latest HF 6-meter radio with a tuner, and that is important. And I think the big thing regarding this radio and the 7300, ICOM 7300, is the external display. I know they've got the RSBA1 software, but the external display, and you'll look at my other videos, is absolutely fantastic. And you can pick up these cheap displays now, PC displays, DVI, for £10 in the second-hand shop these days, and with this radio, it looks amazing. So we've got tuner, LED here for TX, RX. You can change the RF to squelch by pushing function, if I remember right. Radio setting. I do need to remember myself. Try again. Function. Radio setting. Let's have a look here. Let's go back. Function. Operation setting. then general, and then look, RF squelch. You can adjust it here. The one I recommend is this one because you get best of both worlds, whether you're on FM or SSB. But you could just choose squelch or RF. But that's the one I recommend. With the function menu, so you're in the function. Along here is your radio settings. So that's like pressing on the 991. That's like pressing the, not the F, the menu button. There you are. You've got 150 selections there. Shortcut wise, I don't know if there is. I mean, the shortcut is the screen, because obviously on the 991, that's your shortcuts, and you go forward and back on the 991, don't you? You get all these different settings. Well, I would say that they've all been put here. Most of them, not all of them. So is it worth the money? Definitely. You know, £1,099, and you get the speaker. I'll just show you the speaker. There's the speaker, and you can mount it right or left. But I mean, I've heard people say it's cheap, but no, it's not. It's a good quality speaker, and it sounds good. And it's a nice microphone, and 4 programmable buttons, up and down button, mute as well. That's a nice That's a nice microphone. FT-710. I like it. The one that comes with a 991 is, if I can find it here. It's, right, too many microphones, of course. Is the HM31, which really is good quality, but it's quite boring. But it's okay. It's okay. You can get. I'm sure there's a better one that YAESU do for that radio. So I think pretty much covered as much as I can think. I mean, there's so much in this radio. I noticed there's no clock, which is a bit strange. There's a clock on the 991. A little clock with the time would have been nice. And I just don't understand why they haven't done that. Vox. Now the other down bit is the Kia on the 710 is at the back. So that's not good. They should have put it at the front, like you've got on the 991. Headphones, mic, that's all fine. Lock buttons, A to B. Memory storage on the 710 is very simple. Hold down VM. Get the, select where you want to put it. Hold it down again. It's in, then name. And it's named. That's it. And with the 991, if I remember right, you hold down the AM here. If we back out of that menu, hold down the AM, and it's in there. I think. Well, I need to remember, don't I? But if you push down and hold FM, there it is. There, what we just stored, and then you can tag it. Enter. So it's similar, yeah. That's the 991.
James Final, a very good morning to you. Nice to
Let's try that one.
Running to the dipole with a masthead tuner at about 10 metres. Don't have any.
Turn that down, 7139, and then we'll end the video. But these days the radios are so good that are coming out of Japan, that we want to own them all. Here's your amp, attenuator menu, ADC, and on here, it's all here, isn't it? I like them both. I don't have a preference. Now, the antenna I'm using on the 991 is the MW0SAW made it for me. It's about £20. It's 49:1. It's a portable antenna. 67-foot length of wire, and it just works great. And I can put it up in about 10 minutes. And on the other one, I've got a permanent one out there, 9:1 balun, LW20DX. It's only about 6 foot from the ground, and I'm only interested really in operating in and around Europe. That's plenty for me, because I'm into digital radio, which are all hidden under here, tucked in a pile at the moment because they were in the way of this video. But I'm into digital. I do like HF. I wouldn't be without HF. So anyway, overall, They're both great radios. I do recommend the 710. I'd rather have a 710 than a 7300. Why? Because of the external monitor. That is the number one thing. And what I'll do, I'll just quickly rig this up with the external monitor, and then you'll see why. So there you go. I mean, it's just brilliant. And we've got a mouse plugged in as well. Just a mouse plugged in there. That's the DVI port. So there you go. And that's what I love. And I can just click around the screen. I've got my mouse in. And to me, that's what sells it. And you can select most of the settings. There you go, multi-screen. You can't scroll with the mouse on mine, but...
I'll leave it for now and we'll catch you later, Tom. 73.
Yeah, that's all received, 100% there. Well, we'll be about, I'm going to try and stick on this frequency as long as I can because...
Okay, so bye for now. Thanks for watching my channel. Please remember to hit the subscribe and like button. And catch you on air, 73, all the best.